So, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy JY, and I got a special guest here. I'm here with Philip Weidinger, and he recently got second at YCS Leo. Philip, how you doing, my man? How are you?
I'm fine right now. How about you?
Yeah, very well. Like, how does it feel? Like the YCS just finished 2 days ago, Sunday. You made it all the way to the finals out of 2,300 players. How are you feeling post YCS?
Like directly after it, I was like at a down phase, I would call it. But
Mm.
right now I'm like mood switching. I'm realizing I got second, like all of the rounds I played. I looked into the feature matches. I got like thousands of messages from other pro players who just cheered for me and told me my time will come. Right now I'm going into the mood that I did pretty good, and there's nothing to be sad about.
Yeah, yeah. No, 100%. Like, you definitely should be proud of yourself, but I think you have that competitive spirit inside you. You want to win. So it's like to be so close
Yes.
and not get it, there's that disappointment. But yeah, definitely I'm glad to hear that you're feeling proud of yourself and you're feeling good. And yeah, like tell us a bit about like your story. How did you get into Yu-Gi-Oh?
I started playing like as a 10-year-old at school, and then stopped for like I don't know 3 or 4 years. Then get back into like a local shop and saw some people playing Yu-Gi-Oh, and was just focused about like buying some new packs and just get started to play. Then the neighbor kids from my hometown just played the game as well, and we started playing like like you saw it on the anime with like effects that aren't even on the card, and just had fun. And at some point, we just wanted to play like a tournament, and from the beginning of that, I just wanted to improve. So it's like
Okay.
started as a little kid and just making the steps up from playing like anime Yu-Gi-Oh to first locals and stuff. But first, the beginning was at school.
Yeah, I think I could definitely relate to that. Being on the playground, playing with your friends,
Yes,
best times, best times.
exactly.
And like what was the first moment where you started to like dabble in it competitively, like where you started to kind of, go to locals or go to regionals and then begin to compete, and how old were you?
Um, I was very young. I don't know. I don't remember how old I was. It was at the Dragon Duel tournament at my local shop, and it was at the time where Lightsworn was the best deck. So me and my
Hey.
friend just borrowed Lightsworn decks from grown players to play the Dragon Duel event, and we finished first and second at the locals. And the people there told us that we have like a good game understatement, and maybe we should play the grown events and not the Dragon Duel ones, because we was winning every week with borrowed decks. And yeah, it just went like that pretty fast.
Wow. Wow, that's really cool. Like you and your friend were winning like locals against adults as dragon
Yeah.
duelists.
Yes,
Damn,
exactly.
that's impressive. Wow.
We just borrowed decks and we were sharing the wings weekly.
Damn, okay, that's a really cool come up. Like I remember going to my first local when I was like 15 and I got my butt whooped.
Yeah, same for us. But the first like competitively taken
Mm.
thing was when we realized that we were just like the same level. We just played Dragon Duels, and then when we start winning every time, we moved to the ground, and we were still winning. So same outcome. Was pretty cool. It felt like we were like young superstars for them, because we were just like I don't know 14, 15 years old, and we're just playing like at the same level. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, no, that sounds awesome. And like tell us about your journey, like, rising up the competitive ranks, when you started like topping regionals and beginning to reach top cut at YCS as a nationals. Tell us about your
I
journey there.
I think after the time we topped the locals or won the locals, I finished for like 2 or 3 years. Then I really don't remember why I came back to the game. I really can't tell you. It's like you just saw some YCSs and stuff, and just saw like how the game is evolving, and like became your spirit again. And like for real, the first event I played was YCS Prague in 2015, the Satella Knight Necros format, and I
Mm.
bubbled my first YCS. And from
Ooh.
this day on, I was like, okay, maybe I can do better than just like play locals. I never played a regional before, I think. I can't remember playing a regional before. And yeah, it was just my first event, and I wanted to win since that moment. And then the next YCS was YCS Bochum in 2015, and I topped that with Satella Night in like a completely different format. And that was just the beginning.
Wow. Okay, so you topped your second YCS.
I topped my second YCS. Yeah, I bubbled the first one. I lost against. I don't know I don't remember the name. It was someone from America. He topped with
Hmm.
Necros, and I lost on the bubble because I misplayed. And I was like, okay, cool. I know I didn't top because I misplayed, but I definitely could have topped, and just wanted to improve since that day.
Okay. So I can definitely relate to that feeling. But yeah, and in terms of like your Yu-Gi-Oh kind of career, what would you say is like the highlight moment for you? Like, is there a particular moment? Was it this weekend? Was your
It
highlight?
was this weekend, 100%. Like before the weekend, I would have said like top four in last year's nationals in Germany. It felt
Hmm.
pretty awesome. I was like just always on the spotlight, and just everyone rooting for me, and I got the ends. But this weekend is like it topped everything. Like for real, it was the hardest event I ever played with like 15 rounds of Swiss, then cut to top 8, playing a close friend and ex-team member twice in the last round of Swiss and in the top 8. It is for real the nicest event I ever played, the hardest event I ever played, and like the best finish I ever made. So I'm so proud right now, and I think I'm in my prime right now. I hope.
Yeah, you definitely are. No, no, you definitely are. I think your recent performances, like winning that regional and coming second, like I'm assuming you're going to be playing for the playoffs, right? Are we going to see you in the playoffs hopefully in 2026? Is that your goal?
100%. Yeah, yeah. I already looked it up. I think I'm first right now with like 160 points. And I told everyone I will do the race this year. I booked the German Open and the French Open before the weekend already, and this finish just played in my cards. So first right now, 160 points. I think it's like close to the half of the points you will need for the end of the season, and hopefully I can make it.
Awesome. Yeah, we hope to see you in the playoffs in 2026. And now, for players who are just getting into the competitive scene, they're looking to go to regionals, they're looking to, go to nationals in their first YCS. Like, what kind of advice would you give them, about breaking into the competitive scene?
They should trust themselves. So when I started playing competitively, I didn't trust in my deck building skills or playing skills. I always tried to get infos from other players. But in the end, I think if you have your own play style. So it is not like if you see a deck profile of Jesse Cotton and he plays hand traps, it doesn't mean it fits you. So you have to test your decks and just play the way you feel it. When I started realizing that, I think that it was the way that I started topping consistently. And you just don't let like do your own thing, get your testing circle on, speak with your friends, and just trust in yourself.
Yeah, that's some really solid advice. No, I think you're definitely right. You got to trust yourself, and I think especially with Yu-Gi-Oh, there's always a lot of things that are unexplored. There's so many decks out there right now that
Yes.
could be winning events. No one expected Odeon to win the YCS, but Diego, put faith in that deck and that strategy and came in and won. And I
Yes.
think this it's like that with the game. It's that's the one thing I love about it.
He just dropped the deck he tested all the days with his friends, and he finished first. So 100% yes.
Yeah, and what's your goal? What's your goal in Yu-Gi-Oh? Do you have a particular thing that you want to achieve? Like, of course, winning an event maybe. Is there a particular event you'd like to win?
Maybe for right now, maybe a little bit out of my skills, but I definitely want to be a world champion. Like 100% main goal is going to Tokyo, winning worlds.
Yeah, that would be the dream. Yeah, like
I
for
think
sure. I
it's
think
I think every competitive, like really competitive player has this dream, but it's like I think if you just I spoke with Tom and Lorenzo this weekend, and even Tom finished second at Worlds, and Lorenzo I don't think he made top cut. I can't remember correctly, but both of them told me like playing at Worlds is like the biggest achievement they did. So not winning Euros or winning nationals or getting second at the YCS, just to be able to playing the World Championship is like the nicest thing they reached in their career. And maybe I will be fine with playing Worlds, but the main goal, if you're playing Worlds, I think you should go there to not just competing but winning it.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, definitely. I think every player goes in with a mindset to try to
Yeah.
win.
Yes.
But yeah, for sure, it's definitely one of my like best experiences in the game and greatest achievements.
Ah,
And
yeah, you went to Worlds as well before you stopped. I remember. Nice,
yeah,
yes.
yeah, yeah.
I completely
Uh,
forgot about the thing.
but yeah, I hope to see you there in 2026. Um, okay, now tell us a bit about yourself, like outside of Yu-Gi-Oh. Like, what are you into outside of Yu-Gi-Oh?
Um, I love to go to the gym, but it came a bit short for the preparing for the last three events. Like nationals and Euros were so close to each other. Then I had a holiday with my girlfriend, and it didn't. I didn't went so much like I wanted to. I play soccer, not professional, just like with friends, like on the weekends. If I go to a Yu-Gi-Oh event, they say, "Okay, good luck. We don't. We have someone else who can play your position, like just funnily." And yeah, nothing else. I just sports, Yu-Gi-Oh, watching series with my girlfriend, go on holidays. Nothing special.
Cool, cool. Yeah, I mean, it's cool to see that you are like a bit of an athlete. You're into sports, you're into football, you're into the gym. Like when
Yeah.
people think of Yu-Gi-Oh players, they don't think of someone like you know, who who lifts weights and plays sports. It's like the complete
Yeah.
opposite of what you think of when you think of Yu-Gi-Oh player. And like speaking about Yu-Gi-Oh, there's loads of different games that you can play. You know, you got Pokemon, you got Magic the Gathering, all these different games. Like, why Yu-Gi-Oh for you? Like, what? Why Yu-Gi-Oh? Why do you play this game?
It's because I just love the game. It is not about money. It's just about I love playing the game. I ever loved playing that game, and there's no reason to switch. If you're playing for money, you should probably playing Pokemon or something. But I don't know. I never even tested anything else. I played two locals, one locals of One Piece. I got too old by everyone, and yeah, just for fun. But I love Yu-Gi-Oh so much. There's no reason to play something else.
Mhm. I definitely agree with that. And did you which anime like did you watch initially when you were a kid? Like, which anime got you into the game? Was it the original
Um,
anime? For me, it was GX.
no,
But which anime was it for you?
I'm not watching animes at all. Not even
Wow.
close.
Okay. You just
I
straight got
started.
into the game.
Yeah. It was just at school. Some people playing the game. I was like, hey, what are you doing? Yeah, we're playing Yu-Gi-Oh. Okay, I'm down. My parents never allowed me to watch stuff like Pokemon or Dragon Ball or Yu-Gi-Oh. So I just went outside and played football.
What? I'm sitting here talking to a YCS finalist, yeah, one of the best players in the world and in Europe right now, and he's telling me that he's never watched a Yu-Gi-Oh anime. That's
No,
crazy.
I know some of the main things that happened in like first series when Yugi just draw his fifth card and showed Exodia, but I never really watched it. So you just know Kaiba is into Blue Eyes White Dragon and Joey into Red Eyes, but that's it. I don't even know more.
Wow. Do you think you ever watch the anime someday? Like, would you watch it?
I don't know. I never heard about it. I heard about One Piece and stuff, but I never heard about that a Yu-Gi-Oh anime is good. Maybe if I
Yu-Gi-Oh
have
anime?
time.
Okay, okay. We should definitely watch the Yu-Gi-Oh anime, and we want to see like your reactions, especially once you start like making content. It'll be cool to hear like pro Yu-Gi-Oh player watches a Yu-Gi-Oh anime for the first time.
It's for the first
Imagine,
time.
yeah, like imagine you win worlds, like Yu-Gi-Oh world champion watches the anime for the first time.
Uh,
That'll be crazy. That'll be crazy.
live streaming it.
Yeah, yeah. Now, now back to like competitive play. Tell us about your experience playing in Yu-Gi-Oh teams, because I know you've been in a few teams in the past, and what's that like? You know, for someone that's never been on a Yu-Gi-Oh team, you know, what was it like joining a team for the first time, and you know, just share your experience being in the competitive scene playing in Yu-Gi-Oh teams.
So it helps you thinking. outside of your mindset. So as I said before, everyone like has his own play style, likes other cards. And I think like if you have like two or three heads that function together and have like different mindsets about some circumstances, I think you can talk about everything. And they don't need to be friends from the beginning. If you're doing well together, you will get friends 100%. Like Tom and Jack and me is the best perfect thing to show off. We didn't know each other, but we started testing together. I don't know how. Tom and me played in the same team, and at the start of the team thing, we hated each other. But then we talked more about it, and now we are just like best friends, I would say. Same for Jack. We never had like this much contact. We knew each other and just talked about things. Like he was playing board breakers. I was more the type of hand trap guy. And if you just work out together and find the perfect thing for all of you, I think you will always have good chances. So it's a lot of discussion things. Like every deck, every team will have like the combo players, the control players, the stun players, like they're in every team literally. Like everyone have their own playstyle as I said. And just to discuss and play each other and play different players will make you improve, I think. I learned
Yeah,
a lot
for
of
sure.
I learned at the time at Eman, I learned a lot of stuff from Ben and Eco. They were
Mm-hmm.
like, in my opinion, they are like the GOAT deck builders. And I started getting really consistent with the deck building of them. And if you have like people you can look into and they want to be as good as them, like Nico, in my opinion, is one of the best European players I know. And if you have people play testing with them and understand how they are testing, I think you will improve a lot.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. I think being around pros will definitely help elevate
Yes.
your game. You know, you're like the average of the people that you're around.
Yes.
Like, what was the process like for you? For you joining? What was the first team that you joined in Yu-Gi-Oh?
Um, I think it was the B team of E-Man. Do you remember the Baltic Broad Bulls?
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, Baltic Broad Bulls.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, someday Erkin told me like I did good at regionals all the time and were topping like some nationals, sometimes a YCS. And he told me they have like a project where they have players they look into, but they are not finished or not ready to join Eman right now.
Okay.
And I joined them for like half a year, and I learned about, as I said, I never knew Eddie before, Eddie and Ita.
Mm-mm.
And this time we were just like a group of players they were looking into, taken into one team, and we knew each other right now, like Ardell, Etienne, Ita, the guys of Baltic Broadballs from earlier, and we're still close friends, I think.
Okay, cool. That's really good to hear. And so you were scouted by the head of E-Man. Okay, that's cool to
I
hear.
think so.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, and now let's go back to the YCS this weekend, YCS Lille. So it was a really hard event to prepare for, right? You know, we had a
Yes.
new ban list. There was a new set that was releasing that week. So many different variables, and then on top of that, we're playing in a new like way of playing Yu-Gi-Oh. You know, new end of match procedure, extra time on the round, different tournament format with 15 rounds of Swiss. For you as a seasoned pro, like what was it like preparing for this event? And can you just give us a bit about your mindset, your mentality, and how you kind of approached it?
Bro, my mentality was not on point before the event. We went up and down like with every deck. I won the regional in Stuttgart before the ban list, and we had pure Mitsurugi as like a counter to the meta. Like it wins against the K9 decks because you don't play hand traps and they can't dice measure you normally. It wins against Yami because it's Mitsurugi. And then the ban list came, and we were like, hell no. Um, we started testing pure Mitsurugi, then went into pure Mitsurugi is not consistent enough. Put Ryseals in. Ryseals with the Dugaris draws I didn't like at the beginning because in the first matches I played, I used Dugaris to grab into Mitsurugi stuff. only draw non-engine, and your opponent have like 2 turns to play through detonator and like 3 hand traps, and they will just push through it. And then we cut the Ryseals, put in again the engraver, played the Manju version with engraver, and I feel like you just adding like more bricks goes second. The consistency isn't good enough, so we were back to the pure deck. At some point, I texted with Lorenzo Muselli, and he told me I should just try pure Yami. So I went to a regional with pure Yami and was like X2, and I was like, no way, I'm playing Yami. Like again, 3 or 4 other days wasted. And at the end, Tom told me like, you won the regional with pure. You know how to play the deck. Mitsurugi is like, it's my favorite deck at all time because I topped three
Wow.
events
Okay.
in a row with it. I just love Murakumo. And he told me, just play the deck you think, don't hear about other ones, just build it right now and play the deck. And that's what happened.
Okay. Wow. Shout out to Tom then. Shout out to Tom for telling you
Yeah, yeah,
to
100%.
awesome. And in terms of like playing the event, like playing those 15 rounds, tell us about your experience playing Swiss, what it was like. What was your record after the 15 rounds, and where did you
Dirt,
finish Swiss?
Dirt 32. I lost round 5 and 11.
Mhm.
Day one was like ever. It's like 9 rounds. Day one, it feels the same like ever before. Just in new timeout rules, but I'm like a pretty fast player. I didn't even came close to time once. So it's okay for me. But day two was so long. It's insane. I won the first round of day two. Then I lost the second round. Yeah, it was not round 11 because I misplayed horrible. I had like Magatama, the popping spell, the negate trap, Dynamondo, and I had Futsu on field. And my opponent just passed one and had set it one and passed turn. And I drew Shifter, and I was like, okay, I can kill him this turn. I noticed some Shifter over it, got belt. And his turn, I tagged out Dynamondo and had 2 darks, and his set card was Super Poly, and I didn't drew a play for like 3 turns and run into it. And after it, I was mentality at a very low point, I would say, because I was X2 on the bubble, which like an unlosable game, but I just run super hard into the Super Poly because I didn't expect it at all. I just saw hand trips from in, and it was like 4 rounds after it. In my head, I was like, I'm on the bubble right now. I need to win 1 round to come into the top cut. But now you are playing 4 more rounds. It was like, I don't remember, 5 o'clock EU time when we started, finished Swiss. It was so horrible long. Then afterwards, we had like a 2 hour of break because my round 15 was over in like 15 minutes. So I had like 2 hours, nothing to do. I grabbed something to eat, trying stay hydrated. But the time is not like flying like at all YCSs where you play like 2 or 3 rounds of day two and then the top cut and then you just watch it when you're outside. But everyone is playing. So it's really hard to stay concentrated, stay hydrated. You need to eat between, so you don't have you aren't allowed to get like unload after you eat after you have eaten. It was pretty hard, like for me to play it in the finals. I don't know if you saw it. Um, I asked for water in the top four, and they didn't allow me to go away because I finished my match, did the interview, and then they told me I have to play instantly. And I was like, "Hey, I don't have any water. Please let me grab something to drink." And then they bring me like this size of a cup, and I was like, "Okay, I will just drink it," and I put it away. Then I won, and at the same time I won my match. The other top four was finished as well. So I needed to do the interview and play the finals. And again, I wasn't allowed. So I told them I need to grab something to drink. I need sugar. I need anything. And they were like, yeah, okay, we can't let you go. You have to play the finals right now. And like, it was 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. It was really, really hard to play to stay hydrated. For me, it felt horrible. I really was in a deep low after the event.
Wow, that sounds really rough. Where were the friends at? Like, I remember, like my boy Christopher when he was in top cut at Euros. I was giving him like chocolate bar and coke between the rounds.
Yeah, I know, I
There should
know.
have been
But
someone there to supply you.
yeah, yeah, I know. Between the top four, I got something. I asked for bubblegum to just have something that shows my body I can eat right now. and they bring me another cup of water. So it was like, I'm good.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. But yeah, that sounds very, very intense.
Yeah, it
Um,
is.
like, how do you, like when you're playing so many rounds and bang, round after round, and especially, when you're in a feature match and you got the lights on you, the cameras, the judges sitting there, how do you remain composed? Can you give like some tips, or what do you do to remain composed and keep your head in the game?
I can't really tell you because I love playing on feature matches. I think every
Yeah.
time when I'm on the feature match, I think I'm way ahead because I'm not even close. So wait, that's a lie. Sorry. In top eight, I got nervous because we waited 2 hours and it was just too long. So my
Mm-hmm.
opponent knew all my cards I play because they heard it from other
Oh,
players, and they were sitting down like 2 hours trying to play their combo around. I played Super Poly and one nip in the main deck, and they played Mitsuyami, and he knew my deck because we were pretty close since like 2 weeks ago when we closed the Junks Playground team. And he just sit down for like 2 straight hours trying to play around every Super Poly, trying to make an endboard around it, and trying to play
wow.
around Nibiru. And I was just sitting there with Tom, and we were watching the other feature match and drinking something. And I was like, yeah, okay, I will win anyways. But when the match begins, and I knew about, I had it in my head that he tried to outplay me. I started to begin to be really nervous, but after I saw him misplaying the first time, I was like, okay, I will win this. But otherwise, I think in if I'm playing a non-pro gamer, like someone who's not used to be on feature matches, I always think I'm way ahead because I don't get nervous at all. So my mindset is pretty good for something like that.
Mm. Is that something you've always had, like not being nervous in feature matches?
No,
Or is it
no,
just
no, no,
because
no,
you're so
no. No, it just came with the time. It just came with the time. I'm still super nervous every event I play round one. I'm still super nervous because usually I lose round one. Um, it just comes with the time. I think if you're playing like two, three, four times, you need to learn how it feels to lose on the feature match, and you need to learn how to win on the feature match. And if you're doing it like three, four, five times, I think you get used to it and you will start getting relaxer. So it was just not from the beginning, but right now it's just super easy for me. I just love it to play on feature.
Yeah, yeah. No, this is amazing to hear. I feel I hear the opposite from most people where they get very nervous and like make mistakes. Even for me, like I've had the mixture of the two. There have been some
Okay.
feature matches where I get nervous and I make misplays, but then there's been some where like, I'm just quite confident and I've had a lot of practice and it goes quite smooth. But yeah, it's cool to hear that you're able just to be confident and
I,
play.
I think I think if you sorry to interrupt you, I think if you play 18 rounds of Swiss, you can't make the perfect plays like every round. I think
Mm,
sometimes you need to get lucky to for small mistakes to not get punished. But if
mm,
you do like a big mistake, you just a big misplay, you should just get over it. Just learn from it and try to improve during the tournament. Even in top four, I misplayed in the game one where I outplayed him. I
mm,
could have just summoned the other Murakumo because I knew he's playing Super Poly, and with two of the same names, he was on 6-4 life points. Two of the same names, I just attack directly with both and win and play around Super Poly. So I even got him the space to top deck. So even there,
mm.
you make small mistakes, but if you don't show it to your opponent, just stay calm. I think when they don't realize you misplayed, I think it's okay.
Yeah, yeah. No,
I think
that makes sense.
that's a huge point. If you see you did like a small misplay, just get over it and play into it. You aren't allowed to go into a rage moment, like you're raging because you misplayed. Just play your game, trust yourself, and continue.
Yeah. Talking about rage, have you ever had a rage moment? Like, have you ever had a moment, or like, has there been a game? What game has made you the angriest? Where you're like, I shouldn't have lost this, or this happened. Do you have a story to tell us of like the moment you've been the
I
most angriest playing Yu-Gi-Oh?
Bro, do you remember me from early in the day? Like every match like this was like this. Every judge call were like this. I just learned to stay calm. But the best one is from this weekend. I really raged inside of my head, but I needed to stay calm because I played Francesco Giganti. He's known as sorry about that, but he's known for not playing clean at all and sharking and trying to get things into his favor. And
Mm,
I played him and I did a small mistake. So I wanted to use he rolled me and I wanted to use prayers from mirror from my hand, but I had prayers next to it, and I just looked for the comment in my hand, and I was like, this didn't even touch the table. Like everyone saw it. The judges even asked the watchers and the players next to me, and I didn't even touch the table. And I was like, oh no, I don't want to use prayers. I want to use mirrors. And he tried to call the judge and tried to shock me. And in my head, I was like, I know who I'm playing. He's doing this like on simulators. He's doing this on real life. He's doing this every story. Like Julius Schwarzkopf, he got shocked out of the win from him as well. And in my head, I was really, really raging, but I needed to stay calm. And I had the judges ruled for me, and he appealed it. And while the judge was going to get the head judge, he harassed me in that match. And I was like, he told me I'm a
What do you say?
I will not, it's on YouTube. I can't say it all. He said I'm a
Oh,
F
okay.
loser and I will never reach something in my in my life. And I was like, oh my God, I need to stay calm. And I just raised my hand and called the judge again and said they arrest me. And the guy next to me told the judges that I'm saying the truth, but I was so raging inside. I even tried to get do anything else to not rage. It's really hard to stay calm. It just happened this weekend, like round 14, I think.
Wow. And then what was the outcome when the judge came? Did he get a penalty for that, like
He
unsportsman conduct, or
he got an warning for trying to rule shark and a warning
Mhm.
for harassment. I never heard about a warning for harassment. That's insane to me. But both of those warning were going to be upgraded to a game loss. So he had like 5 or 6 judge calls like that, and all he got of it is like a game loss.
was that a game loss against you, or
It was a game lost against me, game 3. He went
nice,
first, Barry
nice.
and Barry and Joel. I just saw the Joel. I think he had Barry. I don't know. And no, he didn't have barrier. Sorry, I already ritual summoned. He had Joel. He was in the winning spot and trying to shock and harassing. I don't know
Wow. Okay. And
if
what's
he's this type
crazy
of a
is
game
that
player.
you
Yeah,
said
it
that
was insane. It
you
was
wouldn't do
insane.
anything, and you.
you, you know how the Italians act in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like nothing bad about, against them, but if a Italian playing in a YCS final, even if they don't know him, they are supporting him because he's Italian. And behind me, there were like 20 Italians, and I was like, okay, I will get harassed when I stand up. They will hate me. Everyone will hate me. But the Italians came to me and they say, we hate this guy. We don't like him. He does this every time. And if you're like, your own country hates you like this, I think it's insane in Yu-Gi-Oh! Community.
Yeah, yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Like, if you're watching this right now, the takeaway is, don't be a shark. Just
No,
be a good
just
sportsman. We're here to play a
play
game.
the
We're here
game.
to compete.
Like,
Yeah,
if your opponent really misplays and the card is flat on the table, you can call a judge. So no takebacks. I don't allow takebacks as well. But trying to make you activate cards you didn't have activated, or trying to get like penalty fishing or stuff, just play the game and be nice to your opponent. It there's no reason to be rude. I was rude in the earlier days when I was younger. I was rude as well. I was like, I don't know how to say. I wasn't a grown man. I was like in my head I was a little kid. But there's no reason to be like that yet. Just be nice. There's no reason for hates. I don't know.
yeah. No, I agree. I agree. And it's good for you to acknowledge. Like, me too. When I was younger, I was a little bit more loose with my lips, a little
Yeah.
bit more arrogant.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
we
Exactly like
all
that.
play in this game. Now we're growing up and becoming adults. So I can definitely
Yes,
relate. Um,
100%.
okay. Now, another kind of random question, like, what is your favorite card? What's your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card? I know you mentioned Mitsurugi is your favorite deck. Do you have a favorite
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh card?
I think it's Sky Striker X-Ray.
Okay. Well, any
There
reason why that's your favorite card?
I played the deck for like 3 years. I topped like 2 events because do you know when you know a deck is not good enough, but you just want to bring it again? I was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that with
I
Sky
think
Strikers.
yeah.
I played Sky Strikers for like 5 or 6 events in a row, like in different formats, when Sky Striker just wasn't the best deck. And I just love Ray. I don't know. It's not like I'm like a simp that likes that likes girl cards. I just love the cards. I don't know.
Okay. I think a lot of people are going to be happy to hear that you love Sky Shaka Ace Ray. She's got a lot of fans. She's got a lot of fans.
Yes. Wait,
Um,
give me a second. Give me a second.
okay. Yo. Oh wow.
It's,
Okay.
can you see
Okay.
it?
Yeah, I see. Raise Bay. Raise Bay.
Yeah,
Wow.
like that. Like that. I just
That's
got this done
awesome.
before the video. I want to start streaming, and I have like a room where I'm working from home, and I
Yeah.
have a
Yeah.
room where I want to start streaming and doing YouTube videos and so. And finally, after 1 year, I got the frame because I won it last year at Lille. I finished top
Mm.
16, and they weren't able to bring it to me till this weekend. And I was like,
Wow. Okay.
I was coming home, and the first thing I was like, where are my rays? I need to put these ultimate rays into the frame.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. And like in terms of your career playing Yu-Gi-Oh, is there like a particular memento that's your favorite? Like, do you have like a prize or a particular promo card or a playmat? Do you have? Is
No.
there a specific memento that's your favorite?
I'm not into prizes at all. So I start just from this Euros, from European Championships this year. I
Mm.
started to keep the prize cards. Ever before, I sold everything. I sold like the top card playmats. I sold the deck boxes. I sold the prize cards. So I don't know. I'm not into that at all. I just want to play the game. Don't lose too
Yeah,
much
that's
money.
fair.
That's it for me.
That's fair. That's fair. And now looking forward into the future, what do you think the meta is looking like? Do you think Mitsurugi is still going to be like the best deck or one of the best decks? And what do you think is going to be the top decks? We have YCS Anaheim coming up this weekend. What do you think the meta is going to be looking like? What are your thoughts about it?
If I tell you right now, I'm leaking my video. I will bring out Friday, but it's okay.
Actually, so
My
you're making a video Friday. Like, guys,
I
subscribe to Philip's channel.
I
Uh, we'll save the goo for that. Like, subscribe to your channel. I'll have it linked in the description, and
yes,
you're gonna give your thoughts about the meta there.
I I can tell you like one or two things I was thinking
Okay.
about. Um, if I would play Voices Anaheim, I would highly suggest to look into Malice again.
Okay.
I think Malice, like the Italians at the YCS played Yami with the Ibli lock.
Mm,
I don't know if the American players, the NA players at YCS Anaheim, will adapt to this Tesh card because normally it's pretty good, but when it's known like it plays in the droplet and Malice can play a card, it's like Linkuribo. You don't care about the traps that are set. I don't know if they are playing Imperm or Barrier or I don't know. I think it can push with this info pretty good. You can play a ton of non-engine. Lancier is not in the form with anyone, so I had like two Malice opponents in Swiss, and I just won the match because I won a die roll, to be honest.
wow. Wow.
And I think Malice just right now, like people are going from hand taps to breaker, I feel like. And I'm pretty sure the people in the top cut of Voices Anaheim mostly will be on board breakers and not on like 15 hand traps. And if you're playing Malice, you don't care about those board breakers because you have like layered interruptions. You have Marcher, you have the traps, you have on-board interruptions, you have like hand, grave, set, and monster effects. And I think they are playing through board breakers pretty good. The only thing that they care about is Fuvalos. I can see like a huge momentum of Malice right now. It's like not the best deck of the format, but a right pick maybe for the event. Also, I think Draco Tail is not that good like everyone thinks. I really didn't even spend like 10 minutes to look into the deck. I just wanted to know what the main combos are, where the main interaction points are, because I think the deck is like super consistent in what it's trying to do, but it's just for engine wise not the best in my eyes. So I think just Yami, probably Yami Mitsurugi, the deck of Triff with the novels, and maybe Pure Mitsurugi. I don't know. I didn't look into the format too well if Pure Mitsurugi is still viable after the YCS or not. But probably, yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't change that much, except like the Mitsurugi Yami will be more popular.
Yeah, Malice is definitely a scary deck. Even with the hits that it's had
Yeah, it's insane.
on the Forbidden Limited list, is such a scary deck.
They still do the same combo to you.
Mm.
Like they're missing one piece. Like it's like right now it's like your opponent misplayed once and like they don't have the hard crypto or the firewall dragon. But it's still layered pretty good. I like layered interruption boards, like not losing to one dark ruler no more or one lightning storm is losing the game, but I don't know. I like it. You have space in the extra deck, you have space in the main deck, you have like 18, 19 non-engine cards for the main deck. I like those kind of decks.
Yeah, no, they're definitely very powerful decks. Yes, being able to put up these types of interruptions. But yeah, Malice, thank you for sharing that. And guys, make sure to go to subscribe to Philip's channel. He's going to be uploading a lot of cool content and sharing his journey as well, the journey to the World's Playoff.
Yes.
It's going to be cool to see and watch that happen. Um, Okay, I think that's everything for now. We'll definitely have you back on. This is my first time doing this type of style of interview videos. So, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. We'll improve the production quality. We just put this together. Like Philip messaged me this morning, yo, like let's do a collab, and I was like, yeah, let's do it right now. Let's get it done. Let's get it out there. And
Yes.
yeah, congrats again for making the finals. And yeah, we really look forward to watching your career and seeing what you do this season. I think this is going to be a big year for you.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, and lastly, before I let you go, any shout outs to anyone?
Yeah, to my girlfriend at all because I'm playing the game so much, like for real. It's like hard to me. Even weeks before the event, I'm not available for her, like most of the times. And yeah, to my testing group, like Tom, Jack, all the guys from our Discord server, and to Nuremberg locals.
Cool, awesome. Thank you, Philip. All
Thank
right,
you.
take care, guys. Like and subscribe. Peace.